Hi everyone, August here. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a few months since I last posted. I have been going through some life changes, which I may or may not talk about going through this video, but I'm very excited to be posting again, and I'm hoping this time I'll make it more consistent, which is my commitment to a weekly post. I hope everyone's been doing well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So this past couple of months, I have gotten into paint by numbers kit. I find them to be very relaxing, very calming. They help me center my thoughts or shuts them down when I need them to be. And this was my last work, which I know isn't much, but I am super proud of. It's a butterfly. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing to relax, among other things. And then today I will be doing another kit, which is slightly more complicated. This will be my day 4 on it because I have been lazy with it. Well, yeah, I hope you enjoy painting with me. And as I go through, I would kind of talk through what I have been up to this couple of months that I haven't posted. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So I'm thinking we've got a lot of number 13s that take a lot of space, so we're gonna do 13. Yeah. So I've got the kits here. I think you can see them. I've got the paint brushes right here. I've got a little cup of water. Um, Obviously to dip the brushes in because it's a watercolor kit. And yeah, let's get started. Number 13 is kind of a bluish color, which is really fun. I like the color blue. Um, I'm not very good with colors, so I don't know what shade of blue it is. It does look blue. That's all I know. All right. Okay. So the first kind of brush is this flat brush. I used it for the last kit. Each kit comes with its own paintbrush. I used this one for the last kits, and I don't know. I'm an African girl. I like to reuse stuff, so I'm reusing it instead of using the new kit brushes that came with this one. It's a flat brush, and I kind of use it to like scoop the paint, put it around the corners and the edges, and then I use the smaller pointier brushes for the small, like the very small circles to be a bit more precise, if that makes sense. Alrighty, let's get started. So number 13 is all the painting first. So when I was AWOL, I did say I was going through some life changes. Was mostly in my personal life, and obviously, that wasn't the most easy thing to go through. I'm very grateful for the support of family and friends through that period. Shout out to one special friend of mine that was there for me quite a lot to a fault. But I'm very grateful for them. Yeah, so I had a long-term relationship that ended, which obviously isn't the easiest. And obviously also leading up to that, I kind of knew it wasn't going to work out, but it was quite difficult for me to let go of at first because of history. This person was my best friend for years before we got together. And sometimes with those kind of relationships, you have very high expectations. And even if you see the signs, you still don't want to let it go. Us girlies, fighting to make things work, even when we know in our heart it wouldn't work out. So I had that situation. I think also I've had some shift in my mindset in the past couple of months since I've been going to therapy, which I'm more self-assured. I'm more confident in who I am. I'm more confident in what I want, and as a result, less tolerant of certain behavior. Um, and I saw that kind of play through in the way I've approached friendships, and then my previous relationship, of course. I'm not saying in this situation that I was blameless and pure. I definitely had my own issues with communication. I had my own issues with maybe not, you know, being petty sometimes because we girls be petty. But I think it was obvious to everyone around me but me for years now that that relationship wasn't the best for me. And being a Nigerian born girly raised by Nigerian parents who had, introduced said partner or ex partner to her parents, I struggled with the concept of going back to them and saying, well, sorry guys, it ain't working out. I mean, little did I know that they had for months and months and months, almost a year now, seeing how sad I've been in the relationship and was hoping I'll get out and had been rooting for me too. So I didn't know. I thought I was protecting them by sticking in the relationship. They thought I was stupid by not getting out of the relationship. So, I mean, obviously, I got bold enough to talk to my mom about it, talk to my sisters about it, and they were like, girl, we wanted you out of there months ago. We're fine. We're just glad you finally seen it. Um, and I think the timing of it was also quite peculiar because I kind of took matters to my hands when I learned that this person was trying to propose because I got a wave of fear and anxiety at the thought of being married to them because of all the issues that we had up to that moment. I was very aware that I would have to carry a lot of mental, physical, and emotional load of the relationship because there was someone that really prioritized work above me and prioritized friendships above me and prioritized everything else basically above me. And I could just see a life of where I would be pandering and begging to be loved right. And even though for a while in my life I was satisfied with being given that kind of affection and emotion, I'm very grateful for therapy that let me know that I am worth more. So yeah, we kind of broke up like 2 weeks leading to the proposal because I'd found out about it and I just went into a panic attack. And obviously, taking the decision wasn't easy because, again, this was someone that I thought was going to be my life partner. We had been together for years, we had been friends, we went to school together, we'd been friends for over 10 years before that. And this person also was there for me through some very trying times, which I guess made me super grateful to them. So it was difficult walking away, but talking to my therapist, talking to my sisters, my mom about it, and realizing that I probably was settling for breadcrumbs when I could get so much more for someone that valued me. Also, just me being in the era of being like, I don't need a man, which, don't get me wrong, I genuinely would live a happy life, being fat, eating all the food I want, just eating bread, eating whatever, surrounded by my 7 cats. That's my dream, to have 7 cats. I will perfectly be content. Through a lot of deep work and therapy, I've come to a place where I finally feel like I could be happy even if I didn't have a man, which is what society tells me I have to have. But life comes at you unexpectedly, and I feel like I had to get to that place for me to be able to like walk away from the relationship, obviously. But it's over and I'm happy. um Also, I have been like, for years, guys, I wanted to travel for years, right? It was always something, and I'm like an old I would say I'm the eldest daughter in my family. I mean, there's some stuff around all that, but I'm like the eldest daughter in my family, which means responsibilities. If you're African born, you get it. There's a lot of responsibilities that comes with being the older sibling or the most responsible sibling, yeah? So I have been in this place where I wouldn't do stuff for myself for like years because I was so worried about money and worried about how it impacts my family and worried about, well, if I were to go on this vacation and someone needs something in the family and I'm not able to come through, would I be the bad daughter? Mind you, my family doesn't demand things from me. It's just I have this overwhelming sense of responsibility for them, obviously. Anyway, I've been wanting to travel for years and I haven't been doing that at all. Like, I think I went to Turkey once with my friends and not a great experience. Would not recommend. And it was mostly because of, you know, just travel with the right people because sometimes it's not that they are bad people, they're just not your people, and that could get very overwhelming very fast. So I think I did go to Turkey once, but yeah, I would never go again with that group um, because of my experience. And I've always said, you know what, I want to travel with people I actually care about. I want to do that. So, and I just never got around to it because it was always something. It was either I was hyper focused on work or I was so worried about money, and it was always something. But then, one of my closest friend and best friend, she also has a YouTube channel. I don't know if I should be mentioning it. Anyways, her name is Ife. She had a baby last December, and she had been looking to take a trip because she hadn't traveled since before the baby was born. And she was like, you know what, I need a vacation, I need a break. I'm like, bet. So I organized for us, and I wanted somewhere where obviously would be visa free. Because I mean, if you are African born, you know some of the challenges we face with visa restrictions, um, and so I just wanted it to be a place where, you know, we could travel visa free. She lived in Dublin, and she was gonna make it down to me in the UK, and then we'd travel together. So yeah, so we kind of had a mini trip for ourselves. It was 7 days long. Her son is my godson, which is brilliant. He's so cute. He's so cute. I love him. I love him so much. So we went on a trip and it was enjoyable. I'm gonna tell you guys though, having a baby on a trip is hard work. And having a friendly baby, harder work because this little boy was just smiling with everybody, and I was so worried for him. We went to Agadir in Morocco. Beautiful, beautiful place. Um, it was a 7 day trip. Our husband couldn't make it because he was working, so it was just me, her, and the little boy. He's such a cute one. I kind of got to experience motherhood for a couple of days. And I gotta tell you guys, my friend is a hero. I mean, I always thought that I think you're a freaking hero because as someone that has had to raise a sisters in some capacity because, you know, both my parents worked and I was, you know, I did have to fend for my sisters a lot. It was kind of crazy. I mean, my youngest sister is 20. Guys, it's been like 19 years since I did this, so it was a crazy experience coming back to. I mean, I used to change diapers like it was nothing, and when I'd gone to see her for the first time after she had the baby, I remember struggling to change a diaper, and I'm like, geez, I thought it was gonna be like riding a bike. Well, he's such a cute baby, so active, so pretty, so friendly. So a lot of the locals got to hold him. Like he was just getting held by everybody. And because he's such a cute baby, everybody wanted to hold him, which was fun for his mom because she was then so worried. She's like, oh my God, he's just letting everyone hold him. So yeah, that was fun. A bit overstimulating towards the end because I kind of obviously no not married, no kids, used to my time and my independence and my space, and then I had this cute little munchkin that I wanted to look after. And I was like, oh, this is what his mom goes through. Kudos. Doing that forever. I did it for a couple of days and I was tired. But he's a cute baby anyway. So yeah, I did travel with her. I do also have a trip coming up, which I'm so excited about. I've been thinking of filming content about it, kind of like a short edit. It's a country in Europe, which I wouldn't say nothing about till obviously the trip is all done. Yeah, I'm really just doing my thing. And that's one of the fantastic things that's come off. Me leaving my previous relationship is I felt like I just couldn't go out there and live my life. It wasn't because you know how it is, girls. Like we want to travel with our partners or whatever, but it was always busy because work, and he lives in the U.S. So I wasn't like seeing it was long distance. So I would always say, okay, maybe when we get married, we'll travel, and it just started looking like, well, that might never happen, so you might as well travel. And I think one of the lessons I took out of that is you should live your life irrespective of your partner. I mean, love your partner, absolutely adore them, but please live your life. It freaking sucked. Anyway, so yeah, I am going somewhere else very soon, and I'm already thinking about like doing some dirty December vibes. Where I'll just be in the clubs, be in the lounges, having fun, or I don't know. I also want to see my mom, and I think I have some fun things in stock for December, but we'll just have to wait till then, and I'll give you updates. Yeah, so what else have I been up to? Work has pretty much been the same. I love what I do right now. I love my bosses because they are very nice, considerate people. Um, it is much, much more slow paced than what I did about a year ago, which means, I was getting promoted 2 or 3 years, in 2 or 3 years in my previous role, but this one will take much longer. But I also I haven't worked weekends since I started. So I think I'll take that over the being stressed out, pulling my hair out. It's still in the same kind of, so it's still in the same bucket as my main role, but just like a modified responsibility that I couldn't do on weekends because the people that would require me to do the work on weekends weren't there on weekends. So yeah, yeah, it's a fun role. I also get to do a lot of trainings as part of that role, which is something I really enjoyed as part of my responsibility, even before I took on this particular role. I always loved to train people. I like the best part of my job is people. Um, Everything else pretty much could suck your life away, but the people, team, yeah. So yeah, I mean, having more time obviously, and just being in a space where I want to do stuff for myself, I want to love on myself, I want to take care of myself is like a perfect combination. My relationship with my family is better than ever. I'm less temperamental, I'm less sad, and they're happier to be around me because obviously better temperament. um so that's brilliant. Yeah, honestly guys, I'm doing fantastic, and I'm very grateful for having the sense to finally prioritize myself, my well-being. And I don't think my therapist would ever see this video, but big ups to her because she did a thing in getting me to a place where I felt worthy to, know, take decisions that benefits me rather than decisions that benefits other people. Don't be a people pleaser, guys. Yeah, so I think that's it mostly. Um, I have been thinking so much about the kind of contents that I want to film with the ASMR. I know in the past I've mostly read books, but I haven't been getting into novels. I do have like two or three novels that I got as birthday gifts that would be brilliant to read, but I haven't really gotten into the novel game recently because I just have been loving things that doesn't require me doing using a lot of brain power. And I mean, come on, it's reading. You're not using a lot. I mean, you are already using brain power, but not that much because I've always loved to read. But yeah, I've been thinking of ideas for content. Um, Whoever says this, if you have any ideas, I would love to hear it. Um, yeah, yeah, that's it. I would love to hear any ideas anyone might have. I do have quite a number of paint by numbers kits, so if you want me to like paint while I just talk through random things, that'd be brilliant because I love to yap. Yeah, so uh, I'm excited for this next couple of months. A bit nervous as well because of certain changes that I see coming up in the political landscape of the world. That does scare me a bit. And the crazy thing is, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't influence policies. I can't influence decisions that's made by world leaders. So I am utterly at their whim. And that does scare me. That does give me a lot of anxiety. I have, oops, I think I got some pain on my hand. I have learned to not get overly engrossed or immersed in world issues, but I'm also very aware that I live in this world, so it is very hard for me to remove myself from it. Um, but whatever the case is, I think, yeah, I am still very excited, nervous, anxious because I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what policy changes might impact people, what crazy decision by some people that might impact the lives of millions in the next couple of months or couple of years. And that does give me a lot of anxiety, but overall, um, in my own personal life, in the things I can control, I am excited. There are things I'm nervous about, which I can't talk about until those things kind of play out, and then I can come talk about them. But I do have things that I'm also like future plans, future activities that I am very nervous about, but I will let you guys know in real time. Well, not in real time because I'll let you know when everything kind of plays out. Some of them I'm very excited about, some of them I'm very nervous about, but yeah, time I will let you know. No, I'm not pregnant. Yeah, so I will let you know. Um, some of those life changes might just be me getting a cat. Who knows, guys? I might get myself a little Maine Coon, which not so little. You get the point. I might get me some Maine Coon. I might get me a ragdoll. Obviously, we're gonna adopt not sharp. I have been thinking though that getting an older cat might be best. But then my friend with a cat kind of tells me, "Oh, get him as a kitten because then you can kind of influence their behavior. Like with older cats, they're set in their ways." And I thought that was very ageist. Like, what do you mean? Like, what, you can teach an old dog new tricks? And she did say, you know, with older cats, they could have like serious health conditions that could mean a lot of money, you know, trying to take care of them. But honestly, I love cats, and if I spent all my life savings on cats, I wouldn't even be mad about it because, you know, I just think they deserve it. Because Cats are pretty. Which is weird because I had a dog growing up, but somehow now I'm just obsessed with cats. Anyway, um, the point of my yapping is I will keep you posted on where life takes me. Wouldn't be real time, but definitely would be updated on this channel. For now, I think I'm gonna do more pen by numbers content where I kind of just talk through, I don't know, different topics, talk through some of the things I'm excited to do, talk through some of the changes I'm going through in my life, and yeah, hope someone can listen, and hope it helps them relax, and hope it helps them have a good night's sleep. As someone that struggles with sleep herself, I am super grateful for the ASMR community and how much they've helped me. And if I could even help one person, that would be enough for me, honestly. So yeah, guys, let me know what else you want to see. And for anyone out there watching, I hope you have a lovely week ahead. I hope everything you want comes your way. I hope good things you want to come your way. I hope, the universe returns to you every positive energy you put out there. I hope you get your heart desires. I hope everything you've been longing for, praying for, that has a positive undertone, I hope you get them. I hope your work works out for you. I hope you're able to get a good night's sleep through the week. And yeah, I just can't wait to see you in my new video. Thank you guys for sticking with me through. We haven't gone too far, but we have done some. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. August here again. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on what else you want to see on the channel. Alrighty. Thank you. Bye.